In Turkey, the evil eye keeps bad spirits away. Every boat has one. So now we know we've got our own eye. It was given to us by a friend of ours in Istanbul called Suna, and she's had it for years, but she's donated it to Fair Isle and it will keep us safe wherever we go. Here we go, we're going to stick it on the companionway door here. There, I'll just hold it for a bit till it sets.
Hello and welcome to Cheshme, and as you can see, our eye is installed, all ready to protect us for when we go sailing.
Which won't be today because it is pouring with rain, so we're sitting here in our covered cockpit.
But when we do go sailing, our water maker is installed, so we can stay at anchor for as long as we want.
And we will. We'll stay out as long as we want. I hope you like the film.
Coming up, a winter visit to Bodrum to see some spectacular wooden boats. Getting it made bespoke for when you can't get what you want in the Chandlers. And at last we have a water maker. Very exciting.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, no, it's really clear.
Lots of noises coming from the bedroom.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Well, I'm struggling. Just trying to get some space because this is where the water maker is going to go. Underneath the bed, I sent him a few options of places it can go. It's not really supposed to go below the water line, and it's difficult on this boat because most of the boat is below the water
Exactly.
line. Underneath, but it's just about on the water line. If it goes here, this is going to be. I'm going to mount that in there so it's nice and solid. It can all go on there. This is easy access, nice and easy to get to for all those sorts of bits and pieces. I think the switch panel will probably go up here. Yeah, and we've got basically an outlet back there because you need to be close to an outlet for the salt water for the brine to go out.
Yep.
Needs to be close to an inlet, which is going to be the one for the generator, which is in the engine room. So it's not far. It's about sort of 2 meters that way.
But we will be able to put the mattress
underneath.
back on, hey? And
Yeah,
sleep
we
here.
can sleep back in here tonight. Don't worry. I'm just going to clean it up, put it all back, and then yeah, we'll be ready for when they come tomorrow.
Okay. And bang on time, here it is. The Spectra Ventura 200 water maker, ready to be fitted under the bed. There is a skill to installing these, and the team from Trend Marin have come down from Istanbul to demonstrate exactly how it's done.
Yes, the Z-Ion one, which means it can last longer. Between
1 month.
Yeah, that's very good.
We will have a full video of the fitting in the next few weeks. But in the meantime, this is what it looks like, and of course, we need a taste.
So yeah, to start it, we've got the panel up here, so that's all
Right.
you need to get to is the panel up here. But you do, before you start it, have to make sure the stopcock's open, which is in the engine room.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, once
Yep.
that's done, hit the start button,
Okay, great.
and there she goes. The other thing you want to
And
check,
can I cook with that then, the water going in there?
no, this is going to be salty to start with, so there's a little switch in here as well, which has to be up, because we're just going to siphon some off just to test it.
Right.
Once it's okay, we then divert it to the tank. You don't want to put the first bit in because that might be a bit salty and it's the stuff that's sitting in there.
Sure,
so
sure.
you know, it might have, depending on how long it's
So
sitting.
basically I'm here as a taster.
You are, but I will test it first. I won't make you drink
Really?
salty water.
Oh,
So it comes with a little salinity meter.
okay.
So we have a look at that, and they reckon anything below 750 parts per million is okay to go into your tank. I mean,
Okay.
it should be better than that. So we fill the glass and see it just needs to be below 750, so just need enough in there basically to
Right.
test. And we put the meter in and see what it says. And it says 104, 107. Around about there, just over 100, so that's really low. So that's fine. So now we can hit the button here, and it turns it around, so it's not coming out of there anymore.
Okay, going in the tank.
It's filling our tanks.
I better taste it though, come on. That's what it's all about here.
But it shouldn't be salty.
Cheers. Wow. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, no, it's really clear. It's almost like spring water. It hasn't got any. I was expecting a mineral taste, to be honest.
Well, no, that's the point. There's no
nothing.
minerals in
There's
it. It
nothing
takes
in it.
everything out. It doesn't just take bacteria out and dirt out. It takes everything. So any salts, any heavy metals, anything. There is nothing left.
There is
in it.
nothing in there. That is just water. Wow.
It's really nice
Yeah, it is actually.
to think that's coming out of this harbour.
Is it? Oh wow. Well, but if it doesn't matter, does it?
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
because it's completely clean by the time it comes out. It makes absolutely no difference.
And most important, we never have to worry about running out of water. I'm looking forward to some happy sailing. But first, we're off on a road trip. Our destination is the south coast of Turkey, but before that, we have a very important interview in Izmir, where we will be told whether we can stay in Turkey for the year.
So we've come to Izmir to get our residency, and Honor is the man here that sorts it all out. You sort out the everything in the yard as well. You must be a very busy man.
Yeah, but
So are they going to ask us difficult questions in here?
no, I don't think so.
It's all in the preparation,
Yes,
isn't it,
yes.
Honor? So once everything has been arranged, which it has been, it should be a breeze. But
Good.
you need to ask us some questions.
Famous last words.
No hard questions, but a long wait. And for the first time in my life, my fingerprints are taken. 3 hours later, and we are back on the road.
Well, that took a bit longer than we anticipated, but we do now have our temporary residency. Here's a big pile of papers.
Yeah, Honor did very well getting that together. It took him a while, I think. And of course, when you get there, you still go. We had to go somewhere else, get your fingerprints taken, and then go to the town hall to pay. So it took a while, but it's done now.
It is done. We are legal for the next year. So we are making the best use of that, and we're going to Bodrum.
Yeah, we're going to see a friend of ours, Dogan, who met us in Çeşme about a month ago, and very kindly offered to take us over to Kos. In the next couple of days we'll do that when there's some good weather, but we're going to have a look around Bodrum first.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Bodrum. I've been there about 20 years ago, but I think it's
It's
changed.
about 30 years for me, I think.
We'll find out. That's what we're going to do next.
It's a good thing we're heading south because this is what's happening in Istanbul. 2 meters of snow in some places. The airport and major roads are closed. Even on our trip, we have a covering of snow, just enough for the odd snowman before we arrive in the bright sunshine of Bodrum Marina.
The first day in Bodrum, it's a bit windy and it's a very cold wind, isn't it, still down
Yeah, it is. So we're going to go to Greece tomorrow, provided it's better weather then.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, have a look around. Even in winter, this feels like a holiday town.
There's a lot of restaurants and things around this front. Just outside the marina is where all the billets are, so a lot of people come on holiday on these things. They're very pretty, aren't they? Look at this one, absolutely beautiful.
One of the main reasons for our visit is to buy stuff for the boat. There are 2 large chandlers, and it seems in Bodrum you can get anything. With a little help from our friend Dogan, who's lived and sailed here for years, Steve comes out a happy man. Good? All your goodies?
Boat goodies. I didn't think I'd get that. There's a special pipe for the toilet, so that's good.
Excellent. A special pipe for the toilet. Wow.
So Dogan here is doing a fantastic job of taking us around all the places in Bodrum to get bits for the boat, and Bodrum does seem to be the place to be for this. We've got in the back there,
Insulation.
that's for the engine room, which I haven't been able to find anywhere in Çeşme, and now we're going to go to a place where they say that they can manufacture a bow roller for us, because I can never find the ones the right size. The other ones I got were a little bit small, and they can actually make them on the spot here, so we're going to have a look, see what they can do. We're at this place here, little industrial estate, and Mustafa has got this little machine shop here, and he can make anything. So it's got the blanks out of different sizes. I don't know what material this is. What material is he using? Is that Delrin? Delrin. It's
Dardin.
What do they call it?
Dardin. Harder than thermoplastic.
Okay, fine. Okay. Mustafa makes equipment for the super yachts of Bodrum, the magnificent gullets that operate here. He's just cleaning up the largest of the blanks. I like rollers to be big. If you look at the old ones, which are all I could find in the UK 2 years ago, you'll see they're actually worn through to the metal. The rubber is too soft, they're too small, and they have no channels to guide the chain. All things we will fix with these new ones. The tea has arrived. Teşekkürler. Cup of tea while you work out the details. Some things are universal. This hole in the middle is 50 millimeters. I love machine shops. Mustafa is moulding the channels to a piece of 10mm chain, which is what we have on Fair Isle. Firstly, the link that will sit flat. Then a deeper groove for the perpendicular links. This way the chain will run true through the rollers and always present itself to the windlass gypsy with no twists. Great job. Well, it's a bright, lovely morning, but it's still freezing cold. But we are, I'm just going to show you where we are. It's on Dogan's boat, which is Oceanus 473.
Our pilot guy is coming to lead us out. Good service here, Steve, what would you say?
It's great, yeah. Yeah, I mean, all the Turkish mariners seem to be brilliant at this. You always get help. You know, they expect you to pull the boat and no one else to come and help you. Hello, good morning.
Good night.
Okay, we're free. We're free forward.
It's nice to have an assistant like Steve.
It's a nice being crew.
Yeah, it's more relaxing, I think. Having to do it all yourself. It's always, as you come in and out of marinas, it's always a little bit difficult if you're skippering the boat. There's always too many things that can go wrong.
But first, a stop for customs.
So Dogan's just showing me what you can do if you've got a boat that can manoeuvre. It's taking it into here and I'm going to go alongside in this little space. Don't think I'd try that on Fair Isle. So we're safely in. Quite a small spot to get to, so it was quite
Very impressive, if I
quite
say.
impressive. We've got to go to customs to check out because we are going to Greece, so all those formalities have to be done. You do get duty free, so that's pretty good. Opening especially for you, David.
We're the only boat leaving the marina today, which isn't surprising in the middle of January. But the wind has dropped, the sea is calm, and Bodrum looks beautiful. Our first good view of the castle.
Very good service on this boat. Siggy had the coffees out within 2 minutes of leaving dock.
This is a trip Dogan and Sevgi have made many times. The Greek islands are about an hour away from the coast of Turkey, with beautiful bays and beaches everywhere. We intend to come and sail here again in the summer. Even in the winter, it's good to be back on the water. Now, you've been sailing around this area for what, 20, 25 years?
Correct.
What's it like?
It's one of the most beautiful places in the world, I must say, to sail, because you've got everything what you need. And well, whatever you need, water or a protected base, within an hour when the weather turns out, you are in a safe place. So,
You said there are some places you could just put an anchor down and winter here if you wanted to.
believe me, yes, not one, much more than this. In the Gökova Bay nearby in Bodrum or nearby the Marmaris, in Göcek, there are many places that you can put an anchor and stay there for a long period.
While language and a border divide Greece and Turkey, the culture here in the south is pretty much the same. And Dogan has many friends on Kos.
Well, from people to people, I believe we have absolutely no problem at all. And before the COVID, when the ships, the ferries were going to each other, it was a big traffic in between the islands and the Turkish coast. But after the COVID, of course, it was rather difficult. We have a lot of friends, and the Greeks has a lot of friends in Turkey as well. And I wanted to repeat again, definitely as a people to people, we have absolutely no problem at all.
Friends, family.
Friends, friendly, yes. But the most important thing is when they come to Turkey, they feel like they are at home. We have the same mentality, we have the same food, we have even the same music. Only maybe the religion is different and the language is different. And I feel absolutely the same when I'm in Greek islands.
We like going onto other people's boats and see how they do things differently. Now, I notice you have in-mast furling. How does that work?
It works fine. It's very easy, first of all, but you have to renew the main sailing time to time. I must say, in every 5 to 6 years, then you'll have absolutely no problem. But when it gets old, then you might have a difficulty to close and open it up.
One unusual sighting on this trip is the snow on the mountains. Kos is also having some strange weather. Then another visit to customs. I think they're waiting for us. Kos Marina is full with plenty of assistance. Once the stern lines are on, we double up the bow lines. It's just as well because the wind picks up again and more is forecast. It's a nice marina. It's quite small, but perfectly formed. There's a very good reception here, very good showers. Superb.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a liveaboard community here. There's someone that we know from Cartagena we saw yesterday. This is the bad thing about it though, is this little machine here, because it ate our card yesterday, didn't it?
It did, and it ate lots of other people's cards apparently, so I hope they're going to put a sign on it. Yeah, it's not a good place. I mean, it's because no one's here. It's winter, but also because of COVID, no one's here, so no one's filled the banks with money, restaurants are closed. It is a bit quiet.
Yeah, we struggled to find a restaurant because Dogan obviously knows this place quite well. It's really only an hour and a half from Bodrum to come to here, so he comes a lot, and all the restaurants he normally goes to are closed. So we found a hotel, which is actually very nice food yesterday. But today we've got a car, this little car here, so we're going to go for an explore.
Kos is a beautiful Greek island with goats and sheep running wild. We actually like visiting places when they're empty. The church on the hillside just catches the sun. You can imagine coming up here and having a cup of coffee. But at the moment it's all closed. But when restrictions are lifted, this will just be heavenly.
So the usual Greek things, but some of it is a little bit different. I don't think Judy's going to go for the oven-baked goat.
I don't think anyone is today because the village is closed.
I feel like I'm walking through some kind of tourist film set where the cast hasn't yet arrived. But round the corner here, you can see what they'll see in the end. Restaurant, view. What more could you ask for? It's fantastic. And in the summer, I'm told it is actually packed. Hopefully they'll have a good season. So it was quite a quiet time in Kos, but as of the 1st of February, I think a lot of restrictions are being lifted in Europe, so that should make travel a bit easier.
Certainly by the time we get down there, it'll be early summer, late spring, early summer. By the time we're in that area, it's going to be very different, obviously.
Yeah.
The tourists around, it'll be very lively, lovely place to be. We're going to do a little loop out into the Cyclades, those sort of southern Greek islands, probably before coming back into Turkey and spending, a long time, because that area around Bodrum and Marmaris is fantastic, Chris.
Yeah, so we have now got our residency for a year and we will spend most of it, I think, down in the south, especially if you can anchor out quite safely for long periods of time. I mean, that's really good news for us.
Yeah, Dogan's given us some tips on the best places to go. He brought us a pilot book, which I didn't have for there, which is very nice of him. So we're going to certainly test out all the best anchorages in that area.
So, lithium batteries next time.
Yes, this time, before that, make sure that you watch the fitting of the Watermaker video. It's going to be quite a long one, a lot of information in there. And then, yes, I am now going to be putting these batteries in. We picked them up. We haven't gone through all that yet because there's so much to that. It's a big change for us, changing over to lithium.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing to do on a boat. It's not just putting new batteries in. So, yeah, that one's coming up.
Lots of
after.
wiring, we're told. Lots of wiring.
Yeah, well, there will be.
So thank you very much to our patrons. Thank you to our subscribers. And thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.